easiest way to crunch the day away. And on this side it says the super chill. I don't know why. It says cool crunch, that makes sense. And then groovy glob. Okay, so let's open it up and see what it sounds like. Alright, so first off, look how pretty it is. It's got these like blue sprinkles throughout the silicone part, and on the inside you can see this like, I don't know, powder of sorts that really kind of, I don't know, mimics that sound. Of walking on fresh snow. So let's take a look at what's inside there. It kind of looks like, I don't know, baking soda or something. I wonder what mixture of things creates this particular powder, because it like stands on, like if you watch it, it almost looks like there's got like tall pieces that stay standing up. You see what I mean? I'm currently giving my nails a couple-week break from fake nails, and I do ultimately want to try to grow the nails out so I can do some natural nail tapping for you guys too. So I thought this might be a fun and relaxing sound to listen to. While I can't quite tap very well, this is the pads of my fingers right now that are basically sticking to. It's kind of like a balloon. Feels like a balloon when it's stretched out like that. But it's obviously much more pliable. Any ideas as to what that powder is made from? So it's kind of funny because this week my husband broke like 4 or 5 things accidentally, and it's because he's like unaware of his like strength. He's just like picks things up and he thinks he's just like light last few weeks. And we've all been cracking up and laughing. In fact, what was it? It was just like a few nights ago he did it again with the same little nuggets toy. Oh, it was her name was written on the inside of that ruler they initially broke. And there's like, anyway, it's got like a wood piece with like a carving of the name. And anyway, it's like he had broken the ruler apart, but the name was still intact. And he was playing with the name. And she was like shouting at him in a funny way. It's Egyptian humour. The reason I bring that up is because when I purchased this last night, I found it in a store last night and I had to get it for you guys. I thought it would be perfect for a time when I can't really tap too much with nails, but I can tap with the finger pad, the pads of my fingers. It looks like a snowy mountain, watch. Like a snow globe or something. I actually filmed this video last night already, but long story short, the mic was being really weird, and when I was editing, even though I squishy ball helps me with. I only know because one time I was on the phone with him and I had a bag of chia seeds, a little Ziploc bag of chia seeds on the table next to me. And it had been there from filming a video for you guys. And I kind of just picked it out naturally while speaking to him, and I found that it actually really helped me in several ways while I was talking to him. So I'm kind of hoping this doesn't break because I'd like to use it when speaking to him on the phone. I apologize that there's probably a lot of cuts in this video because the honking outside is a lot at the moment. It is Ramadan right now. I live in Egypt, and there's a month of the Islamic calendar called Ramadan, and during that month Muslims fast, so it's about 30-day fast, and that means you fast during the day, sunlight times, and you eat and drink at night when it's dark out. So it's dark out and everyone's partying outside right now, more than usual at this time. So I'm going to try to cut out some of the louder sounds, but it's pretty constant, so if you hear general honking and sounds, sorry about that. It's like, it just feels so nice and squishy. Ooh, that's kind of like, ooh, I think that actually makes it sound more like walking in the snow. So I'm curious if any of you have any family members, like my Italian family member, where it would really help if you had basically a stress ball in your hand the whole time, a fidget ball. I love my family member like crazy. However, he also drives me crazy. Pretty much 95% of our phone calls, let's be correct here. 80% of the phone calls are him harassing me in some way, shape or form for something. Italian harassment, Italian family member harassment. Again, this is my older family member. He's the one that I've told stories about, like with not understanding how to do social media and phones and funny things like that. So it's quite adorable, and he's like both the sweetest and most encouraging person and the absolutely most annoying person all at the same time. I've recently been pondering my phone calls with him. a specific way, and now I'm kind of working on transitioning how I respond. I'll give you an example. Again, you have to keep Italian in the equation. If any of you are Italian, I think you know what I'm talking about. But basically, when you tell a story, you tell it in great detail, and you often repeat yourself. The irony is I'm literally doing that right now. I am not exempt from this Italian quality in the least bit. But when there's something that he wants to express happen to him, whether it be something that's made him very angry, something that's made him laugh very hard, something that he thinks is just genius, brilliant, you know, he pretty much wants the person speaking to him to hit the same level of anger, excitement, happiness, humor that he's feeling. And again, I can definitely relate to that. Like if I'm telling a friend a story, like it's really fun when they get how funny it is. If I think it's hysterical, it's fun when they think it's hysterical. If I'm like livid at something, you know, it's kind of nice when they're also kind of livid. But he takes this to a whole nother level, where like if you don't respond in the way that it's like meeting his expectations, he will Italian hassle you for like another 30 minutes and then complete the story. So what I've realised is you have to kind of choose your adventure. Which direction are you going to go? Are you going to meet the level of excitement or anger or whatever, whether or not you feel it, just so that you don't get hassled for 30 minutes and then you can complete the conversation sooner? Or are you going to just, you know, be chill and maybe even try to tell them that the thing they're so angry at, for example, may not be that bad as they think it is, The problem is if you do that, you also get hassled for 30 minutes, but just about something very different. So you get to choose which direction you're going to be hassled in. It's very rare that you say just the right thing where you get a response that's like quick and like, okay, you understand, I'm moving on. So I kind of learned that it's a lose-lose situation with this particular person. And so I kind of find that when I have this in my hand, it kind of chills me out and gets me focused on something else, especially if they're telling a really elongated story that they've told me 4 times already in the last month. Here's the other choice that you have to make. Do you interrupt them to tell them that they've already told you the story? Because I kid you not, if you interrupt an Italian wonder